We're going up to see Jenny and surprise her with her $5,000 prize. Jenny, congratulations. You're a Bunnings home ground hero.
Pretty honoured and humbled to be a Bunnings home ground hero.
It's overwhelming actually, it's humbling. It's a nice reminder about why I do this.
But yeah, just the whole sense of gratitude, man, and thankful to Bunnings and TNZ.
Ena iwi, ena mana, ena reo, ena hou e wha o te motu. Nā mihi o te rā kia koutou. Welcome to the 2022 Bunnings Premier Touch League, live from the home of Pōneke Ropi, Kilbirnie Park, Wellington. It's a fresh autumn Saturday with temperatures of 13 degrees and 68 humidity, slight breeze of 9 kilometres from the southeast. This will be setting the scene for Aotearoa's first high performance franchise league. My name is George Yonke and I'll be joined in today by Touch New Zealand Operations Manager and World Champion 2019 40 men's Grant Robinson. Morena, Grant.
Morena, Georgie. Thank you very much for that intro as ever. It's great to be here for round one of the Bunnings PTL in Te Whanganui-a-Tara, Wellington. You have turned it on. We were here a couple of days in the lead up to this and there was a little bit of chill even coming from the South Island. I was feeling that a little, but we've got a spectacle on today. The sun has come out. You've been working your magic for the last few weeks, and look, we're looking to get the season underway. Really exciting for this, first of many after last season's challenges we got through, and we're expecting a bit of energy to have some crowd down here today. But if you aren't able to make it down, luckily enough to have this live stream going between us for round one and throughout the day. So this is exciting times.
Yeah, I'm excited. You're excited. We're here in the Central region for the very first time in over 10 years that we've had some elite touch played on these grounds. And like we said, you can't beat Wellington on a good day. And today is the perfect day for a touch tournament. It's nice and crisp. Not too much sun, so the players have it all out there on the field. And our first game today, as you saw on the screen, is Metro Women's taking on the Northern Strikers Women's. And what a lineup we have. We've got stars from the past and we got some youth and young talent coming through. Our captains today for the Strikers will be Charlie Foster, and we have a duo captaining the other team is Hammond and McDowell. People to look out for, Grant. Do any of those names ring a bell for you?
Oh, there's so many names. As you said, Georgie, looking to the future as well as some that are still been around for some time. So there's a number of here that we're excited to see. But really how they put it together, it's been a bit of time. There'll be some nervous energy in here, but very, very many names. Obviously, Charlie's going to be leading the Strikers from the front with some great support through Tia Nuutai, Holly Williams, Zoe Sosich, names that we've heard through the PTL before and into our nationals. And when we look over at Metro, there's a number of really exciting youth coming through there, as well as the captains who will be looking to lead from the front in this spot as well.
Oh, it's so good to hear that 2-minute music going, and we're ready for action. And taking the field today in the referee spots, we have Adrian Brown, Carly Andua and Sam Taylor from the Central region, and they'll be putting on a show for us, getting those cobwebs out. We talked about it. This is the first time we've had a New Zealand, a national event since 2020. Speaking to a few players and coaches, they are excited. This is their opportunity to shine. Lots of new talent ready to put on the show. So this is it. We're coming down to the last seconds. And on our screen, we have Strikers with the ball. Captain Fantastic starting off with the tap in the grey, left to right, going through the middle of the field. There's Holly in that half, I think, driving through. Some good rhythm, getting down early. to the 7 metre line. Yes, it is 7 metre. We've moved on from the 5 metre. Just probing. There we go with a strike play, 33 Peel. Popping out the back. Nice positioning there by the Metro winger. Referee sees it as a recount there. Williams with the ball. Fresh set of 6 ready to set up. Looking very good. There's the combination that we'll expect a lot from Foster and Williams. Early count with a split pay. What are you expecting to see here on the 7 metre, Grant?
Oh, look, this early on, Georgie, I think the coaches will be just looking at the players to be nice and settled, get those nerves out and just really see what the defensive structures are of Metro. So first couple of plays, they've got a repeat set. They'll be able to have some good attack on the line here. But it'll be over the consecutive sets following this that the coaches will just be able to give a little insight, what they're seeing, what their patterns are, and really just at the moment looking to this pretty much trio which we'll see all day between Holly, Charlie and Zoe in and around there. Little error on the play there, probably lets them off. They were looking to build some good pressure here, so be important for Metro just to get a good start, pressure in from strikers. Great work there, so they're going to have to work to get this subset off and try and get round, at least complete their set right through to the far end of the field.
Yeah, there's no love lost in those touches in the early part of the game. Strikers throwing a bit at them with a nice close dive game, a sweeping game, and also a split play there. So there was a lot of feedback there for the coaches, or a feed forward to seeing how Metro will be defending. We'll see what we have in this next set of play for the strikers as they work their way up the field with their transition play. Key players going off, fresh blood coming on.
Yeah, nice work from strikers in that transition. Gets their first set of players off. Structure well done there, and gives strikers another attack on the line. Looking to challenge, going the short side, sneak through. I think Tia just touched on the back there, but obviously now looking to put that pressure on once again. So strikers just starting to get a slight dominance in the first couple of minutes. Now looking to pressure Metro. Good strikes, a little bit early, I think, picked up there by the referee. So just that really playing on the fence line there, Georgie, about the offside and the putting the pressure on.
Yeah, offside, putting the pressure on, and headshots. They haven't been paying attention to all the ACCC claims in regards to the headshots and concussions. Yeah, it's a bit of physicality out there straight away. Metro in a good spot with a few touches up their sleeve. Centre themselves with a couple of touches up their sleeve. Here we go, 12 going into dummy half 3 with a nice play. Little shift, goes short side.
Yeah, nice scoop by Tiana Rolls there, just testing the defence. That's the first they've got right onto that line. So again, they'll be looking for similar, just test. Are they going to shut early on those scoopers, or perhaps man on in that defensive structure? So they did get a little look there, which Metro will be happy about. Now just giving away a penalty, which lets strikers off the hook. They'll get another set right down to the line as they look to bring on the fresh subs. See Holly sweeping around, looking to get hands on the ball nice and early. That's what we want from our strike players. Getting a lot of touches, seeing what's happening in the defence. Quick dump, just getting set here now. Holly's looking for a sweep play to come around. Checking off. Early sweep, she's picking on the short side. Numbers, releases to the wing. Oh, good option there. Tested that defence.
You're right on, and had a sweep play and picked it back to the short side. After the sweep came around, here we go. Williams has a look, good speed to burn out at half. Looks wide. Still had a bit of work to do there, but it was great to see Tainui Takare. That's a young lady to watch out for in this tournament. Young Skylar, she was out there for a set on the 7 already, and just showing what she's got up her sleeve.
Nice work through the middle here. On the last, I think, scooping through. So again, testing that defence of the strikers. So definitely Metro looking at that scoop game and see what's going to happen defensively. Strikers now going to get a good chance back on the line, or a little bobble of the ball around there. Just perhaps the early nerves still settling in. Metro get a reprieve, and now they should be able to get a little bit of line attack here as they're just looking at their substitutions coming through. Good meterage rolling through here. Strikers are looking to roll off. Just a little another drop in the play there. Should be good with brand new balls, Georgie, on there. So just a little error, perhaps not concentrating those little 1% plays at the moment to get into the structures they need to be at.
Yeah, Grant, we're back at the big time now, so there's no love lost in those touches. So as we play in modules where we haven't played touch for a while, we're not used to the physicality in some of these touches. So a few errors will be creeping in as they adjust to the temperament of a touch. As we see there, number 5, Munga showing her force, making sure the touch was made. Metro with the ball back in hand. There you go, getting tangled up there once again. People finding their feet out on the field.
And I'm sure, Georgie, as we know, with our sport being well balanced around many other sports and our players and athletes being across many sports, I'm sure plenty of them have come from the winter code with contact in and around, even through the sevens in the league, and even the netball's somewhat contact now compared to the non-contact, I believe it was. So they're definitely handling the contact, but just those little skill sets about getting the ball down in and around the ruck. Good strong challenges in the ruck from both teams, which is putting some pressure on our players here.
Yeah, you talk about the coming from the winter codes. Every one of these female double off in a winter code and excels in as well. And talking about excelling, here's Miss Foster from dummy half, leading from the front. Finds a hole in the defence there. Just needed a person to link up with. Metro regather.
Yeah, good defence in the in-goal by Metro to essentially shut that down after Charlie made a great scoop through. And I feel like that can be a real plus from the strikers' side to scoop through. They did test it earlier on with Holly going the short side and then releasing straight to the winger. She did have the option to get in goal, and they have got good size in goals here. So I feel the scooping plays are what we want to see a little bit of and really test that defence. But Metro did well, and now they've got down the field. Strikers are now looking to come off. A little bit of miss on their clarity there. Ball was down for some time, and what we want to see, Georgie, through the field is the limited amount of downtime with the ball. The quicker we can get that through, the more pressure we're getting on that defensive team from Metro. As we see Tia coming through, nice yards, getting right onto the 7 for a dump. Quick scoop, breaking through. Nice scoop play again, finds the open. Tia comes back in, says, well, I'll dump it. You better give me the ball back and I'll score the try as well. Great touchdown, Tia Nuutai.
Oh, very good. And strikers have done it. As we go to the Bunnings Warehouse replay, we got Hadfield taking it from dummy half, picks, cuts back, looks for the opening, and then our experienced veteran, the journeyman, Nuutai, dotting down. They're asking for her to lead the ship, and she's done well right off the cuff. Here we go. Nice breakthrough there. Player not on side. With calm, with ease, Hadfield links up with her senior. Great touchdown.
As Metro now look to come back, see if they can nab one straight away from the tap off. Looking to get down, playing in around that 33 play, setting a structure in here. Strikers trying to push up nice and high, keep them away from that 7 metre line. A little short scope or a little play in between. Pass in behind the defensive player, which is we're starting to see now, George, as sometimes the defence will pop up high and they can actually get a pass in behind them. Strikers look to release right out to the far wing for their last touch. Handover. Strikers are looking to come from the far side of the field all the way down the field. Oh, nice ball handling there. Early pass gets some great metres on the first. Right to the 10 metre line. Holly's looking to take it, and Zoe right into the far corner. Over halfway now, looking to get a strike on here. Nice footwork, getting those extra yards, Georgie. That's one of your plays. I've seen that before. Good fast hands. Strikers, nice finish though, even though they don't, that's a complete set all the way down the field.
Yeah, end-to-end touch, and that's where you want to finish. And it was a nice pick play at the end, but good response by Metro. Little hand in there. You've got to be strong in the ruck. Make sure you own everything around the plant ball area. So strikers get a repeat set on the line. Fresh set. Hadfield once again in the action. linking up with Captain Fantastic number 6, Foster. Expect they've done their homework on the defence systems are in play now. Foster with a wraparound, looks over the top. Winger number 1 from Metro in a perfect position, Caitlin McToshin. Pure Styles from Manawatu here, local girl. And if we speak about the Metro ladies, it might be kind of a Central Auckland team, but they come from far and wide, right across New Zealand. They're a young team of up-and-coming players that are in the high-performance system. And so the combinations will be coming throughout the tournament. The excitement, the energy is there, ready to take on these experienced ladies. And as we talk about experience, number 8 cutting through, asking questions if they're onside or not. Unfortunately, can't link up with Lamai Mataiti, another local lady from the Upper Hutt region. How exciting.
Yeah, I really like this, the franchise model here, Georgie. It's, you know, it's not provincial and national approach where it's just from your own team. So it does give that little bit of exposure for players to connect with others that they've played with before, and not necessarily just from their own region and area. So it gives a real chance for these elite players to play with others, connect into their franchises in different ways, and then go about their business at the club and provincial level in different competitions.
Well, this is the big time. This is our franchise. This is the show for high-performance athletes to be on. And this is a combination, especially with the coaches as well. So we've got some young New Zealand coaches in the pathway, people that are looking to make their way to the touch black teams and so forth. So this is where it all happens.
Yeah, it's a great opportunity for these coaches as well, being brought in from far and wide. So obviously strikers ably strengthened and supported with head coach Kim Anika Bailey, as well as her assistant Latoya Tainui McIntyre. I mean, these names are well known through there. And on the Metro side, being led by Carl Samapo and our good man Rongo as well in the Metro women's team.
Yeah, speaking of those coaches, and if you want some good coaches, strikers are very fortunate to have the 2 open women's coaches on their bench, and then developing coaches in the New Zealand scene, Rongo and Carl. You can't go wrong with those 2 as well. So there's a lot of knowledge within these 2 teams. It's about getting those combinations right and having the opportunities to click and put it out there on show today.
Yes, strikers get an absolute gold mine on this one. Metro just drop it as they go to get off their line, so they'll get a great chance here. Man, already down to only 7 minutes till half time here. Strikers get a chance. Holly on the quickie and a dive, step back and dive. Good defensive structure by Metro, but referee does see potentially, I think, an offside. Didn't quite get to the line there, both feet, Georgie. Is that what I'm picking up?
Yeah, Bunnings Warehouse replay will show us again. Foster and Williams linking up with a quickie play here. Step back, getting under. McDowell right there. I'm not too sure if she caused the touch or was caught offside, but Williams, she gets down low, mate. You got to be on your toes and lifting off the line and not allowing you to get that dot down. But beautiful touchdown. Number 2 for strikers takes the score to 2-0.
Nice, absolutely. And it's that 7 metre line now, Georgie, that we're all having to deal with, and it just makes it a little bit harder to defend. You've got to work a little bit quicker on those quickie plays. As Metro have a sweep play, come back, look out to the winger. Nice play there, just stretching the strikers out. Want to try and attack all areas that they see, so they're obviously looking to open that up. I think last play, looking to play around with the ball. Takes the touch there.
It was great to see the young talent there. Brown leading the ship there with Marshall, Barton and also Mataiati combining there and almost pulling something out. If those combinations come right throughout the day, I think we'll see a few more touchdowns through that young combination.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's what we're looking to get early in these times. We can see just from this set from the strikers, a little bit of strength of those connections with the likes of Holly, Tia taking the lead and really driving forward and getting all the way down to the line for a nice, good scoop through finish there. But it is those combinations, and when they need to, the strikers definitely have those ones to step up and take them forward, which is giving them those opportunities at the moment.
So far, Metro have given them 2 chances with 2 drop balls on the 7-metre line. They need to complete their sets and get in a good position. If they can keep down the other end of the park, have a couple of goes, and maybe get lucky with them, we'll have a game on our hands. Williams getting in there for a nice heavy touch. Referee not happy with that one.
Yeah, Metro are getting a good flow on there, so Holly just looking to disrupt. Good strong touch. Referee says it's a little bit much, and now Metro, this is a real opportunity, Georgie, to try and pick one back here. They haven't had too much on the line attack, so good opportunity to again test the defence, look to find that angle, and then just continue to put that pressure on if they can nab one. Holly getting up nice and high, dropping in right on the 7. Quick in, looking for the quick end dive again. I think we'll see a lot of that today. Just testing those middles who are, you know, have to be really tight, and then seeing what that opens up into the link in the wing lane. There's Metro look, little off to 32, opens, runs in, all options. Almost disrupted that defence there, but I think good attack. They'll have some good knowledge from the sideline when they get off from the coaches to pick apart that, Georgie.
Yeah, they're just inches off making a touchdown. Putting your hand up there to lead from the middle, organising. Yeah, so close, but right into the park. It's only 2-0. Strikers, with all their experience, I'm not too sure if they'll be happy with the 2-0 right now.
Yeah, they again they've taken a couple of opportunities, but I think probably a few others there that have let them go. A nice little sneaker play just down the sideline there I saw on that subset play, so that was interesting. That's those combinations that you can look for early on when you need to. But nice expansive heads-up play from the Strikers so far, which is giving them that little bit of dominance in the first half.
Oh, you can tell Foster's done her homework. She's been out there the majority of this game and controlling well, setting up beautifully, picking with an OZ or a nice play, convincing the defence that they were going to pick the right side once again, but Foster, with all her intelligence, had already had a play, kicking out the link play, OZ or the old tricks play. Nice little finish there by, I couldn't get the number, but it was a great touchdown.
Yeah, we'll see right on hand. What a great ball, right to left pass from Foster. Giving the bounce out play, which gives them, and from that defensive side, you know, when you see them not talking to that other side, you know that something's coming your way, Georgie, if you're defending out on that link side. Yeah, good one. I was taught if you see their backs, it's coming back, so watch out for that one. Dana Puketapu dots down for the Strikers. She's no stranger to that white line, being in the New Zealand system for a while now. I know she was eager to get back out there. There's our young ladies, McDowell working with Marshall, Barton, Brown from dummy half. Ooh, an opportunity, a very close opportunity. Brown has been lethal from dummy half. I getting quite excited by Brown. Hopefully she comes into her own. We'll expect to see a lot more in the second half, with only a minute and a half to go till we get a breather. Yeah, and it has, my gosh, it has gone quick. We have been excited for this, but it's a quick 20 minutes. Metro, you know, had a good option there, so they'll be happy, even though they don't score, they'll have broken that defence. But Strikers, with that little bit of dominance, come straight through, fight back, and dot down one more before the half time, Georgie.
And the Bunnings warehouse replay. Foster once again darts from dummy half, holds it out in front with 2 hands, keeps the defence guessing, and a beautiful right to left pass out to her. Very excited and happy winger at number 2, Phillips. She's on the board. Great touchdown. 4-0, Grant. How are you looking? How are you feeling with this so far? The first game of 2022 in the national program.
Yeah, look, it's very, very good. We saw both teams sort of just feeling out at the start. Strikers are starting to get some dominance, as we talked about, those combinations. But I am liking some of the stuff Metro's coming up with. Obviously, a little bit younger team, some of their connections they're still building. But, you know, there's still, as we know, 20 minutes is a long time in the second half. They can come back from this. They'll get a good bit of clarity over the half time from their coaches and their senior leaders. And I'm sure they'll come back out and fight pretty hard in this next one as we just come into the half time here. at the Bunnings Warehouse PTL. We're round one in Te Whanganui-a-Tara, and the halftime score sees Northern Strikers women up 4-0 over Metro women at halftime.
We're going up to see Jenny and surprise her with her $5,000 prize. Jenny, congratulations. You're a Bunnings home ground hero.
Pretty honoured and humbled to be a Bunnings home ground hero.
It's overwhelming actually, it's humbling. It's a nice reminder about why I do this.
But yeah, just a whole sense of gratitude, man, and thankful to Bunnings and TNZ.
Sport. What does it mean to us? For some, it's potential, a promise that we could be better, that the early mornings will be worth it, that we could be champions.
It starts with touch.
And that concludes the first half. As we come back again, looking at what's going to happen for the second half, we've got the coaches in there for the Metro working out the systems, what's going to go into play with these lovely, energetic young women who are coming through the ranks. And our cameraman still on Courtney Place at the moment, but he's back again. Here we have Carl, a few comments from Carl Samupo, adding his guidance. To be a fly on the wall, Grant, what do you think will be said in the huddle here?
Oh, look, I think from Carl and the team is just about keeping really simple on what they're doing. Going back, making sure that they're really clear on their structures, so breaking down, you know, strikers have got through, as we're seeing on these try plays here from the strikers, just being really clear on the combinations and the defensive structures they got, so needing to be nice and tight there. Good communication and clear communication in that, and then being able to work off that. So just resetting themselves, you know, not worrying about the score, worrying about the key aspects that they talked about going into the game, and just probably reaffirming that for them.
Oh, thanks, Grant. Yeah, it's pretty much a simple game. If you're young coming into this scene, you've got to get your basics right. You can't be turning the ball over early. You need to be down the other end of the paddock. You need to be tight on defense, but ready to read, and have that experience with Foster and Williams in there. It's a really hard show to follow. I've watched them for years now, and they've got so many moves in their back pocket. Once you think you got one thing sorted, they're going to come out and deal you another card. So going into the second half, 4-0 is what we have on the scoreboard. Strikers are looking strong. Metro are building. We're looking for a better half from the Metro young ladies. I'm sure it's going to come in this half.
Yeah, that's right, George, and they get a chance right off the bat here, so they'll have a set play, no doubt, working through the middles, making it nice and tight, making those defence work nice and hard in here, pulling around a sweeper, little play on the short side, step back, or looking for the offside, but well dealt with by the Strikers' defence here. Looking for, they'll get one more opportunity here. A little bit unsure, trying to draw the defence out, maybe trying to draw a penalty. Scoop on that short side, coming into the numbers, gets through in the gap. Oh, great touch. Followed up, Strikers chase hard there. Hadfield made the touch, but good stuff from Metro in terms of breaking that down and getting through again, George.
Yeah, I talked about in the first half, we need a big half from Brown. She's a showstopper, and we'll be looking for her to come into play. Rolls had a very good pick there, linking up with Brown, who was quite surprised to see out wide. So that's a very good start from Metro. They're down the right end of the paddock. They've completed a set of 6 and actually look dangerous. Here we go with Strikers with the ball in hand again. Williams back on the park. Foster following very close from behind. Quick feed out, nice pop over the top. The shut came, but the vision of Williams was superb. Pressure right in front of her, has a little look, with ease, flicks the ball over the top to her winger.
Yeah, that's about as good a set as you could get, Georgie. Rolling off, great flow through the midsection of the field. Complete that subset on, hard drive through from Holly to get right onto that 7 metre line. Here we see Foster, quick release on there, gets the defenders caught in two minds, and nice release to the winger, who is Wilton, dotting down. Pretty happy about that. No pressure for her, so she gets the first one.
If you saw her face a few seconds earlier, she was like, whoa, don't want to be dropping that one. She's on the scoreboard. Wilton will be happy with that. Her family will be happy watching down there on the sideline and also back home up north. Here we go, number 8. McDowell working, I think it's a appeal play. No, gets the bounce out. Backs her speed, looks back to the left-hand side. Numbers were there, but the pressure was tight from strikers as they shut in. Working it back higher, takes one, feeds off. Foster might be getting off there.
Ooh. Yeah, just looking for that next person to wrap around and run a little bit tighter straight off the ruck there, so that Charlie was looking to get off at the same time. So just miscommunicating, even with those combinations they have had. There's just a little bit of indecision early on. So good chance for Metro. Need to be really strong here. There's been a little bit of indecision about who's leading once they get down on this line. But a good opportunity here.
How about that moment, Grant? There was a hard touch there, but she mustn't have felt it was hard enough and came back for a second one. Carly Ann Rua was the lady in the spot to blow that whistle to give Metro another set. Marshall Barton popping into a hole there.
Yeah, just looking, I think they're just feeling out who's going to actually take the lead in and around here on that 7 metre. There's been a couple of options, or opportunities where there's been just looking at each other about who's going to do what. So that's those combinations coming into effect. But I do like the energy from Metro so far. They're getting the opportunities and just really need to nail and execute one of these, because strikers are looking pretty dominant. Again, trying to set off from their first half. Good platform through the middle here. Onto Tia, great footwork, gets past again. It's been a real standout from them getting past the toucher, the single toucher that's coming up to make that. Right on the 7, quickie back to Tia, looking to get around. And referee calls I think Barton offside. Tia gets the play on call and dots down for another.
The Bunnings Warehouse replay. Nutai has been absolutely fabulous in this game, working with Foster, gets the step out, steps back in, off the right, gets down and under. 18 looks to make the touch, but it may be millimetres of not making contact. Here we go again. Nutai off the right, still got it. Whoa, I'll be interested about that put down, but hey, the score is on the board. Well done, Nutai. That takes it to 6-0 as we are 5 minutes into the second half.
Yep, so it's this Metro back on that 7 metre line now, looking for a sweep around. Bounce back on the short side, looking for a second phase. Oh, great defence. Nice intensity from strikers. Oh, and catching the dummy half. Holly, that was quick out of there. Quick turnover. Holly's looking to get them to the box now. Great yards. Lose their feet there, but gets the dump down nice and strong. Good platform being set here by strikers. They seem to be able to really work their way through the field here at the moment, picking up metres wherever they feel. Nice depth on the play. Little release play. Charlie coming back into the middle. Will look to get it back on the inside. And nice. Seen that through a few times in the past couple of seasons, George.
We talked about plays in the back pocket, and you know, they just got ample plays, pulling them out. Foster once again with the old follow play. Here we go. You got to be onto that. Usually you go in your corner, but next minute it goes back the other way. You need to be able to shift quicker than that on defense. Foster working together with number 14, Hadfield. She lit us up in the first 10 minutes, and now she's back into action with a dot down. It takes us to 7-0.
Yeah, strikers starting to put it on there here now at the moment, and just got caught out a little bit there. The toucher turning their back a little bit too much and not keeping eyes on where the ball and the play was. So just a bit of experience from the strikers getting that, but looking to see what Metro can come up with here. Looking to stretch out right out to the link play, might get a pick coming through. Strikers holding off in their defensive pattern now, looking to potentially compete a little bit more man-on-man at the moment, one-on-one, rather than shut down. So they picked and ran and sort of ran into the whole defensive. Strikers looking to release right over as far as they can to the box side. Holly in there again, really taking charge in that. Zoe nice, meters again, gets right up to their box. Good time. Metro just starting to roll back, I see, Georgie, giving them up the meters that they want from the Strikers to get right down to the goal line.
Yeah, Strikers with the ball. Centralising. Pop rep. Nice look over the top. Is it good enough? Got the distance, and number 1, McIntosh. She's been picked to be the number 1 winger in this game. Yeah, touch number 6. Hand over. Great read by number 1 there from the Metro woman. Tainui Takere is coming to her own. Nice, beautiful pick there. Looking for the link or wing option. We do have a little bit of an injury, or just
taking a little bit of time there. There was a bit of a collision as the left to right pass went. The two players just right in the same position made a bit of contact. So just taking care, and great, both teams just looking to support that player as we have.
Yeah, it's not a good sign, Grant. She's already wrapped up on the left leg there, and that looks to be where the limp is coming from. I'm hoping that's a little bit of a breather, a little bit of a magic water one, and that she'll be back on the park, but that's not looking favourable at the moment. No. It was the 6th touch though, and Metro now have the ball. There's no hurry. Safety is paramount. And look at that, a beautiful seat waiting for her on the sideline. Metro picking from dummy half.
Nice play, just seeing the Strikers trying to push up hard on that one. Metro go back to that same side, so trying to break that pressure. Getting a little bit more go forward, but liking from that structure, Strikers able to put some real pressure on here. Catching them, just breaks down. Nice work there by Hannum, gives them the yards they need, and they might just get a little platform off here. Running through, last touch. Made some good ground after initially being under a bit of pressure there, but Strikers will get through. Charlie, footwork again, gets them over the halfway, nice and early in the set. They'll be looking to have plenty of time to get themselves set back defensively as they drop the ball there.
Mataitia once again, she's been prominent for the Metro, linking up with Marshall Barton. We'll see if they've got enough juice in them to do a repeat set, or they'll be putting on fresh blood. I think they're going for the fresh blood. Hannum, Claudia be working with new combinations there now. Boudoir.
Yeah, noticeable work from Metro. They are trying to play on that link defender and looking to obviously get something around there. The last couple of sets that they've played down there. Normally we're looking more around the middle plays, but obviously they've tried to pick up something there and trying to work to something, George. As we see Strikers now, so Charlie getting a lot of time on the ball, aren't they? Charlie's really starting to lead, and Holly, it's a good pairing. Just rolling all the way down, just off the 7, picks, time. Defenders caught just behind the line there. That's a shame. We really want to have that communication from your outsides to let you know, and that just let Holly, I think, was that Holly Williams get to dot down for another.
Yeah, Williams and Foster link up once again with a nice split off some beautiful yards. Makes it nice and easy. It's always hard to regroup when you're always going backwards on defence. Just makes it nice and easy pickings for Foster to pick off the right foot, link up with her arch. Not arch nemesis, she's on her side this time. So with her buddy Williams to get another dot.
Yes, nice. Just showing that that bit of time together, aren't they, in this space, which has just seen Strikers sort of get ahead of the game here, but really important here for Metro to get down. They've just got a repeat set here with a little bit of indiscretion in the ruck. Gives them a full set. Looking forward to see what they can do here, as we've got Mataiti on the quick, giving the quick back, looking to release open. Options here, good passing, great passes, and gives number 1 McIntosh dot down for Metro to get themselves on the board. That was a nice little play there, George.
Nice little play there, and Mataiti in the middle, telling eyes with those lies. She was looking straight forward, had the defense set it on her. Nice little flick out to the left and linking up with Caitlin McIntosh, dotting down number 1 in the Metro strip. She's picked to be an outstander on the wing for this tournament. We'll look to see some more here. Once again, Marshall Barton, young Marshall Barton, Mataiti leading from the front for Metro.
Yeah, strikers all a little quick open play. Release to the winger, gets them in the corner. That's a nice play. Normally those come later in the season, Georgie, but referee saw just the ball travelling forward there off that last pass to the winger, so Metro get a little reprieve off this one. Nice play. I'm sure we'll see that come out again, but Metro get off the hook and now really want to try and get some dominance here. Good yards down the field. Quick transition. Latching back that middle defender as they now look to go open. Trying to get a strike off the back here. Just getting caught up. Experience from Tia, being able to touch on both players there. Try and scoop through. Just gets through there, but not quite that platform you want, George, off the last, unfortunately, for the Metro.
Yeah, there's a big difference between the strikers and Metro at the moment. Strikers are actually striking really well, getting Metro on the back foot. So when it comes to attack, it's a lot easier, a lot cleaner. Where in transition into the Metro side, we're not as clean. We're not actually getting on the back foot. Strikers are still coming forward on defence, which makes it a lot easier to defend when it comes down to the tail end. Talking about tail end, over the top. Could it be another dot for Wilton? Nice call there, a touch by Walker. But no, it looks like the ball was down. There we go, once again, off a nice bit of momentum. Nice pick here from dummy half. Scoots through with the ball in 2 hands. 2 players to link up with there, but Luciana Wilton will be happy with that one. She caught that nice and clean.
Yeah, nice work from Bailey there to identify quickly that she could pick and scoop, and that ran into a overs in terms of the numbers there, and then just picked her options nicely for the pass to the winger. So great execution. We're starting to see some of the other strikers get in and have opportunities in there, which is great to see. Sharing the load a little bit as strikers stretch out into the lead. Metro here just be looking to get a nice good platform down, set something and try and get another one back on the board. They had a nice little play last time. 5th and final touch, having to scoop there. Late cut. Whoa, good touch there. Great coverage by the Strikers defensive team, and now we'll see them look to drive down that field again. First good touch.
If we look at the defence systems there by Striker, they're connected, they have understanding there's always a high point, which makes it hard for the scoopers or the attackers from Metro to work. The combinations are good, they're strong. You can tell they've been playing together for a long time, and with a majority of them coming from North Harbour, with a few from up north as well. That's all that sort of region there, and Metro being far and wide. I'm hopeful that this Metro will get their combinations throughout this tournament. This is game 1. There's some hot talent in there, and I'm expecting a lot from Metro later on in this tournament.
Yeah, absolutely. There's definitely the intensity and the energy from this probably slightly younger team, and it's just building combinations. They'll be all the better for this game, even though the score doesn't necessarily show it, but what it will and what the coaches will be able to do is really work with them on those key concepts that they want out of the team for them going into the next game. Yeah. As we see a nice scoop through on the end there.
Yeah, and we're talking about nice scoops there. Number 3, I think Strikers have her number, Matia Riki. She's one to watch out for, but every time she's had an opportunity, Strikers, I think they've been watching her and they've done their homework on her. They haven't given her much room. So she'll be one to watch out for throughout the tournament. Once she gets into that hot spot, she'll be dangerous.
That's right, looking for a sweep on the short side, and then Tia picks and throws open side. Oh, great read by the Metro winger to step up in the channel there and make that touch. Drop ball, that was well done, because that was a nice little tricky play there from strikers.
Yeah, number 1 again from Metro. Will have to be my player of the match for this team. Caitlin McIntosh, she's been outstanding so far, dotting down one and being in very good position out on that left side wing. Not many touchdowns in that corner.
No, that's right, and that's she's made a real good play out on that wing, because the defensive structures haven't quite been clear, as we see the number that we were just talking around. She says, Georgie, I'm hearing you, I'm in again, get my name down. Caitlin McIntosh dots down for another one on that left side wing.
In the Bunnings replay, she's saying, don't call me player of the match, I want to be player of the tournament. Caitlin McIntosh, always in the right spot, with wheels to burn as well. There was a bit of work that she had to put in there to get away from the inside winger. Great dot down from Metro. Nice way to wrap these last 5 minutes up with another dot down for Metro.
Yeah, that was nice play. Great skill set there for the quick pass, catch and passes, which I'm really impressed, Georgia, and that shows the diversity of our players now. Those skill sets, simple as they may seem, are much harder under pressure, and their ability to do that first match in just shows the work that's being done with our players throughout our pathway systems. Strikers now right on that 7-metre line, all picked short side, might be, I think, last touch, so have a little crack down the short side, but once again not getting any dice down on that winger.
Yeah, I think she learnt that move from her grandfather there, Peter Mack, the old delay, the old pick-up, try and catch them offside and scoot through. He's the king of tricks. He's the king of tricks. If anyone's going to teach you anything, that's the man you want to teach you a few tricks.
Yes, you want to bring them out. I'm not sure on live stream, now they go live everywhere, so everyone picks them up too quickly now, so they don't become tricks in the pocket. Everyone starts working on them. But back in the old days, there was a few more in the pocket, but they're being shown around now, coming around full circle, and everyone thinks they're new, but no, they were there 20, 30 years ago. So
let me clarify myself, Grant. Tricks and also just plays. You know, so he's got a few tricks in the back pocket, but he's got all the plays. And he is the man in the high-performance scene teaching our touch blacks a lot of combinations. Speaking of combinations, here's another dot down for the strikers. They are not over yet. It is not over yet. They come with another one with the Bunnings replay. Foster once again. Mercurial from dummy half. Looks like all the time in the world. Lost her defender. Oh, and how about that finish? Defender Marshall Barton all over her, but number 7, Zoe, how did she do that? Great touchdown.
Yeah, nice work and great little shout out to Lovey Woodhouse. Obviously she's been listening to my words to her about getting her players to run backwards. Charlie feeling so comfortable she just runs backwards into the in goal for that pass. Something I was talking to Lovey about for a number of years, about how often to practice running backwards. So there you go, Lovey. As we lead into full time here, clock runs out. We get the Northern Strikers get their first one of the day, up 10-2 to Metro. And as we see the players, nice finish up here, closing off, high fives all round. We're so pumped to get this first one underway here in Te Whanganui-a-Tara, Wellington. Come on down to those people, the sun's coming out to shine. If you can't, keep tuned into the live stream here as we go. We are just looking to get Georgie out, see if we can pick up any of the players out there, have a chat. But nice start in here for our round of the Bunnings PTL, round 1 here in Wellington, down here on Saturday and Sunday, so make your way down if you're around here. Is just looking for George. He's out and about chasing down some players, giving the high fives to the referees. Here he is, but Strikers will be really happy with that. They set a really good platform, and with those combinations, what we saw is just a little bit stronger connections through the Strikers coming through first. Metro will be better for this coming through. They'll learn some lessons here and come back stronger, I'm sure. And we'll look forward to them coming out again later on today. Both teams will be back in action today. And nice to see both teams coming together here a few nice words, just setting up the platform for how we love it down there, showing the awhi around. And believe we have got Georgie down on the pitch with our players. Georgie,
Game
you
number
there?
1 done for the 2022 Bunnings PTL, and what a showstopper it was for the Strikers, ladies. And we've got the number 1 lady of the moment, Charlie Foster. How does it feel for game number 1 for 2022?
Oh, so good. Other than the lungs, it's so good to be back out on the field with all the girls and just running again. Yeah, really missed it.
2020 was the last time you did anything in a national perspective, but you were lucky enough to play something else. What was it recently?
I played at the homegrown New Zealand tournament quite recently, actually, a few weeks ago, so I was lucky enough to play in that team.
Awesome. And you were a hand in pretty much most of the tries. Is there any more plays that you have in your back pocket?
Oh, I got a few, but I've got to keep them secret. Nah, that was all to the girls. They killed it out there and just played well, so that was all them.
What was the difference out there for game number 1? What made you perform so well?
I think we've just talked about a lot in our culture not getting over the line, and a lot of the times we've always been that young team, so it was about stepping up, and we're here now, we're all adults and really putting on a show, and yeah, I think we did that, so very happy.
Just for the people at home and the people on the sideline, any young ladies to watch out for coming through the ranks?
We have Skylar and Taimana. They're both still in school, I think both under 16s, and both of them have try assists and are killing it. So yeah, those two girls are ones to watch out for.
So we're looking at you guys as the favourites for this tournament?
Oh, I hope so. It'll be a tough battle between a lot of teams, but I hope so, yeah.
Awesome. There we have it. Charlie Foster, the player of the match in my books. I'll see what the others say. But what a great game to start off with. We're expecting more action. All the best, Charlie, for the rest of the tournament. Touch. What a game.
Awesome. Thanks, Georgie. So just finishing up this one, full-time round 1 down here at Kilbirnie Park in Wellington sees the Northern Strikers women stand out against Metro at 10-2. Stay with us. We'll be coming through next one. Matchup. Metro is playing the Stingrays, the new team into the competition, in the men's competition at 11 a.m. We'll be with you back soon.
Okay, team, let's have a look at